Hi friends, welcome back to my channel. My name is Erica and I share all things planner related. I also love reading, journaling, and I've started scrapbooking. So if any of those things sound like something you're into, I would love if you could stick around and watch with me. I'm gonna apologize if you hear that noise in the background. That is our water filter system, so we've got the dishwasher running, so apologize for that. I wanted to share a little update in my planner since my last video. I did do a flip through in that one, so go check that out if you feel like you'd like that. But in this one I've made just some updates since that last video. So I have printed a few things from Pinterest that I wanted to share. Just a few things that I printed on regular paper and used either self-laminating sheets or holographic laminating sheets. So this was the first one, and I just loved this little duck trend, and it says some days we thrive, some days we survive, and I thought that was perfect for my planner. I also just put some stickers on the back here, and I did not measure well, so it's too large unless I put holes, which at this stage I'm not ready to put holes in it, so I've stuck it in this pocket here. And then I printed this book that was on a larger image, but I just cut the book out and it says for the biggest book lover. And I thought that was cute, so I've stuck that here. Oops, and it's getting stuck on some washi tape that I have on here. So then, I will quickly share this. I showed this in my last video, but this was also a Pinterest find that I cut and put in the self-laminating sheets. Next I have this one here. I know for sure that Quiche from the Momster Plans has this in her planner, and I've always loved it looking at her videos. And so when I saw this on Pinterest on my feed, I said I absolutely need that, and so printed it and laminated it. Next we have this one here. It says give me 1 minute and an iced coffee and I'll be fine. Same thing, printed it and cut it and used the self-lamination. And then I did some dashboards. So this was the first one. I loved this. I just thought it was so cute. And then the next one was here. I thought this was so summery and perfect for spring, so I laminated both of those as well. And then before we get into the plan with me, I wanted to share some items that I picked up over the weekend. The local mall near me, the Cumberland Mall, has a bargain store, I think is what you call them, but it's just items that have, I'm assuming, either been overstock or like sold. I don't want to say, like, I was going to say fallen off the truck, but I'm not sure. It's items that should have gone to stores, somehow did not make it there, and ended up at the store for really cheap. For example, I saw this, had to pick it up. It was obviously a Target brand from 2 years ago, and for $3 I couldn't pass it up. And it's just got tons of planner stickers. So there are page flags, there are icons, and each sheet has like multiple sheets of, of that sheet. So this has got gold, there's icons, some more page flags, some money, dollar signs, in gold, and then just some circle icons, and to do check marks. I don't know how much of this I'll use, but again, for $3, I figured I'd grab it. And then I also grabbed this pack of, like, I think they were labeled as posters or paper posters. And they're just like flower patterns for different places. So when I saw this, I had to grab it for dashboards. And so I have cut some out and put them in my planner. And the first one is this one. And this is actually take 2 of this video because I messed up so badly with the cutting and the hole punching, but that's real life. So that was the first one, and then the second one was this one, which somehow I got so perfectly, except for that second one. So that was my finds for the weekend and my additions to my planner since my last video. So let's go ahead and plan for next week. This is what this week looked like. Let me zoom in just a bit here. Okay. Yep, so this is what this week looked like. And I had a weekly recap, and I actually am obsessed with how this week turned out. I don't have a huge plan for what we're going to do now, but let me flip to this month and get that up so we can reference that. I think I'm going to start by putting down some date dots, and I'm going to use this. Oh, I'm going to use this sticker book. And I think this was definitely from Hobby Lobby. Let's just get some circle dates. And I think I'm just going to go ahead and continue using the yellow for this month. So we will need the 16th, the 17th, 21 and 22. Okay. Perfect. So we're going to go ahead and put those down. I don't know if you can, if you guys can hear. I'm in the office, and I've locked I didn't lock them out, but I've shut the door so that all of the animals are stuck outside of this room. My fiance's in the next room watching TV, and so if you hear any animals or him, that's that. Okay. So let's go ahead, and I think I'm going to use this sticker book just for some like St. Patrick Day themed stickers. I definitely want to put down, I think this is too big for the box, so let's go ahead and put this one down. And I'm pretty sure that the first day of spring is this week on on Sunday maybe. But let's put the St. Patrick's Day down. And then I'm gonna actually pull out my date designer and see if that marks the first day of spring. Yeah, the 20th. Love that. So let's put that down as well. Okay. First day of spring. Okay. Oh my god. What in the world? Okay. Just gotta roll with it. And that was the... Wait, was that the 20th or the 22nd? I didn't pay attention. 20th. First day of spring. Okay. Love that. Let's put that at the top there. Okay. Perfect. So cute. So I'm gonna do the same thing that I did for last week, and I'm just gonna put a section for a weekly recap on this sheet. But I'm also going to put down some stickers first. And I don't see any in here that I want to use. So let me grab I feel like I've been gravitating towards this roll. But because it's so springy-ish, I want to use it. I feel like that rabbit is cute, but I also kind of just want to use up this strawberry sticker here. So let's do that. With this little strawberry guy. So I'm gonna put him at the bottom here. And then this strawberry basket, which I do think I've got some I'm like, do I want to use washi tape? I don't know. I don't think I do want washi tape on here this week, which is fine. So let's put that down. That's really cute. And this notes could be cute, but let's do the weekly recap first. So okay, that's not as cute as I thought it would be, but it's fine, it's whatever. And I think just going with the reddish strawberry theme, let's do this. So last week what I did was I highlighted it and made a box, sort of. So that's just what I'm gonna do again. I don't know how far down I'm gonna go. Let's go there. Okay. Cute. And then we will highlight this. Yep, love that. Okay. And then let's put this notes down. And maybe the pencil. that'll be it for now. All right, so Monday. Nothing crazy going on tomorrow, but I know that John has a hockey game tomorrow. So let me see. I am just going to do let's see if we can use one of these new stickers. They're huge, actually. These page flags. Okay. Oops. Okay. I'm gonna cut the gold off of this because I don't love that. As I use gold scissors. Okay. We'll save this for something. Let's put there. Okay. And I should be good to use this pen here. So John has hockey at 11 p.m. tomorrow, pretty late. Okay. Don't know what we're gonna do for dinner tomorrow night, actually. No big deal. Tuesday, St. Patrick's Day. That's fine. But tomorrow, actually, I do know that I want to fold some laundry. Okay. Oh, shit. Look at that. That was a dummy move of me. Okay, let's see if we can get that up. I don't know why, but I'm not gonna be able to do that. Smear like that. Okay. Alright, let's try that again with a different sticker. A different flag. Yep, we're just gonna use the same one. Don't care about that. Okay. That was super silly of me. I might actually just go ahead and use Sharpie for this one, which is what I was going to do. So 11 p.m. hockey. Okay. Tuesday, nothing crazy going on. Wednesday, nothing crazy going on, but I do want to make sure that I need to buy train tickets. I need to go to my office in New York City for work on the 27th, and so I've got to at least get my train tickets soon. So there's that. Okay. Next on Thursday, I'm sure that John will go to the office. So I'm just gonna mark that down, and I'm gonna see if I have a square sticker or a block sticker for that. That rainbow one is kind of cute though. Yeah, maybe we'll just use this one. Okay. Yeah, we'll put this here. And then I'm just gonna put that John's going to the office that day. Okay. And then on Friday, I actually have to do hair. And I know that I have a cute little, oops, not these. Here we go. So this Planner Monkey Co. sticker here, I want to utilize one of these. Let's do the cute blow dryer on Friday at, I think she's coming at 5:30. I've got to, excuse me, got to do someone's hair. Oops, Steph. Hair. Okay. This was a Dollar Tree pen, which I do love it, but it skips every now and then. Just frustrating. Okay. So that's Friday night. And then on Saturday, I've got to do more hair, and I might use the cute little monkey girl here. And let's see if I have another block sticker maybe. You know what? I don't think I'm going to have a big enough one, because I've got to do both my mom and my niece on Saturday. Yeah, okay, whatever. That's fine. Put her here. Okay, cute. And then that Sunday, I'm gonna meet up with an old coworker who's gonna be in Philly for a work event. I'm gonna meet up with her for dinner. So let's see if I have any dinner stickers here. Maybe I'll do ladies' night. That would be cute. Or just this. Yeah, let's just do the fork and knife icon on this. On this. Yep, let's do that there. So dinner with Marie. Okay. Look, and I did it again, but I didn't smear it. Perfect. So I'm just gonna highlight a few things. Let's use this pretty purple for the train tickets. Let's just outline that. Okay. I guess that's it. Thursday I'll probably want to tidy up a little bit though. Let's mark that in. Okay. Perfect. That is good for that. And then over here, I do want to just add in, First of all, do I want any more stickers? Cute little mug. No. Okay, I think I'm done on that. What I've been doing is a to-do, but I think I'm going to do a to-do and then a to-buy. So let's do the, I'm going to use this blue for a to-do list. To-do. And then let's do the green for a to-buy list. And I'm gonna have to move my list over from last week. And that was toilet paper. So we need toilet paper, paper towels. I need some Busy Bones for the dog. Laundry detergent. And I think that's good for the to buy. For to do, we definitely need to get the materials for the deck. So get deck materials. I've got to double check my color. But before I do that, I'm gonna write down that I need to text my niece about Saturday to make sure she's good for that day too. I definitely want to call my brother. And then I think that that's everything for this week so far. I feel like I've always got a long list of things I want to get done. Oh, I do have to actually expense Amazon jar order. And then I did want to, I need to make a dermatology appointment. And I want to make a dentist appointment. Okay. So I think that that's good for this week. So if you have not watched my videos before, then I will let you know that what I typically do is I will plan out my week like this. And then each day I will come in and kind of fill it out a little more. Oops. I will fill it out a little more. And the days will fill up and kind of look like this. So that is where I'm gonna leave it for now. So let's put these back in here. I'm gonna leave it like this for this week, and I will fill it out. I might pop back in during the week to kind of give you guys an update, and I'll definitely need to start planning for April, which I have not got in here yet, so that's fine. But perhaps during the week I will again pop back in, give you an update on how my weekly is going, and then plan for April. So thank you so much for watching, and I'm actually also gonna move this tab over now. Oh, peeling up the stickers here. Okay. way I can just easily flip through to this week. Perfect. So again, thank you guys so much for watching. If this is what you're into, you enjoyed the video, please consider subscribing. Go check me out on Instagram as well. My username is the same as here, so at Easy Paper Plans. I would love if you could join me. Leave a comment down below as well, and I will see you guys in my next video.